How's it going, y'all? Titan Smash MTG, and today we're back with more MTGA standard action. Today we're the bad guys yet again. We'll play some Sultaimatum. I know a lot of people don't like this deck because it's one of the established best decks in the format, but it did get quite a few new toys here in this new set that I wanted to try out. And also, like, hate it or not, it's a deck that I feel like I'm pretty good with, and I just want to play with it. But this is Sultaimatum. Obviously, if anybody who doesn't know the deck somehow, Emergent Ultimatum is a 4 of. You get to go grab 3 cards. Opponent chooses one you can't cast. The other 2 you cast for free. So we have big hits here with Seagate Restoration, draw some cards. Alden's Epiphany obviously is a big one, takes some extra turns. We have Vorinclex in here alongside Elder Gargoyle we can choose from depending on the situation. We play Valky so we can hit to Vault. We're playing 1-up Professor Onyx, one of the new hits on here. And we're also playing 1 Jadzi Oracle of the Arcabios. So plenty of things we can hit here. Otherwise, you play a control rampy kind of shell. We're cultivating. We're binding the Old Gods removal. Wolfwillow Haven to ramp. Just a little bit of everything. This deck does it all, and it's why it is. I still think it's one of the best decks in Standard. We've got a lot of stuff we want to try out here. Eureka Moment's a new one that I've seen some people trying here. I'm not sure how this will actually feel, but I do want to try it out. It's a 4-mana instant, draw 2 cards, ramp. So basically, Super Growth Spiral for a little bit more mana. So we'll see how that goes. But otherwise, it's a show you come to know and love here. Sideboard-wise, 3 Duress. We got that new sick Duress art. 2 Eliminate, a Maze Mind Tome, 2 Clings, 2 Test of Talent is a new one, which is pretty interesting, especially in a mirror. I hate this new layout so bad. 1 more Maze Mind Tome, 2 Elspeth's Nightmare, and an additional Shadow's Verdict. I'll move this out of the way. Here's all the lands. There's a ton of lands. But let's take this into ranked. See how it goes. Let's go. Alright. First game of the day is against Grizz. Is that you, Timothy? Is that you, Stormcrow, Mr. Grizz over here? On the draw, because of course we are. Opening hand here, 2 lands. Well, we have a green source of the Wolfwillow Haven, so we'll keep this. This is actually pretty sweet. Snarl. Ooh, we might be getting some Winota. I will not be casting Seagate Restoration in this matchup, so we'll go ahead and play that tap and pass the turn. The Bark Channel is actually a pretty good pickup here because that allows me to go turn 2 Wolfwillow Haven to turn 3 Binding. We didn't have the black source beforehand. No. Okay, Heartless Axe is actually not a bad pickup here. I think I still want to just Binding, though. Yeah, I think we still want a Binding here. We're going to take 3 this next turn, potentially 5. They can pump that Flame Scroll Celebrant. But, I mean, this is the weakness of our deck, because we have these kind of starts sometimes. This also puts us live till we draw an Extinction Event, if they play like an odd out here. Yeah, so Warsinger, a bit spooky. Whew, this is where it's really awkward, too. So I can Binding the Old Gods and kill the Warsinger, but then they just sack the Selfless Savior, and they can start getting it back. So maybe we want to Chariot here. I'm going to go ahead and Binding, I guess, but this feels terrible. Feels so bad. Okay. Warsinger's a sweet card. I love the card. Oh man, but we're definitely back against the ropes here. Hallelujah. We need an Extinction Event or a Shadow's Verdict real bad. Okay. Plukerus may not be a bad draw here. I think we still want a Chariot just to have 2 different bodies out here. I don't feel good about this game 1 though. I feel like we're just gonna die. We're just going to die real big. Do I want the 2 bodies, or I want to be able to have Plukernos up to kill something and then block later? That's the question. I mean, that last card could be Embercleave, and all this could just be useless anyways. I think we Chariot here, though. 2 kitty. Let's go. We got the kitty cats. Look at that. We got a cat. Alright, well, opponents pretty much had the perfect start here. Let's see if we're getting cleaved or not. So we don't activate Chariot here. We need to soak up as much damage as possible. So I block there. Like, this all just kind of sucks. Do this. They have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I feel like we're almost dead no matter what we do. I think I've got a block like this. I'm going to do it this way. 3, 6, 7, 8. Actually, that just puts us dead to a pump, though, doesn't it? Oops. I should have thought that through. I think we're just dead no matter what here. Yeah, they see the line. So, good game there. We didn't really have much of a chance on that one. We had some removal we could have used there earlier. But with Selfless Savior and Venerable Warsinger, it's such a nasty little combo. So we definitely want a Shadow's Verdict in here. Everything under 3 mana there. We probably want some Eliminates. Throw those in here. I don't think this is a Professor Onyx matchup. Let's see if there's anything else to cut. Don't want these disputes. Most of their stuff, I don't think it really falls under Elspeth's Nightmare either, so maybe we cut that. I'm going to cut 2 Omen here, and that's probably wrong. 3 Omen, like, I feel like we just got to be more proactive and have the removal. So we'll run this at him and see how it goes. So game number 2 against Grizz. The comeback starts now. The lucky thing is with us being Sultai, we do have a lot of good removal, a lot of good sweepers. Our sideboard should really help us out here. Bad news with that is we are an 80-card deck, so finding those sideboard cards can be a little bit tricky. Go and play the Snarl out here, our tap land. Fervent Champion. We'll do blue here, so this way we're holding up both Heartless Act and Jawari Disruption. We'll just see what they have here. I think we just counter it. I want to save this Heartless Act for a Venerable Warsinger, and depending on how our mana goes, we'll see what we need to do here. Okay. Cultivate's a good draw. Unfortunately, we don't have an untapped land to play it, because I would tap out for it. Meh, meh, meh. We're still holding up Heartless Act, though, so that's cool. That is cool. We'll take 1. Let's play a Warsinger. Spellbinder. Alright, well, we're going to go ahead and Heartless Act that, but they are going to get to tax something. I'm assuming they're taxing our Cultivate here. That's probably the smartest thing to do, right? But maybe they choose Gargaroth instead? Gargi, okay. I think Cultivate was the play there, to be honest. Because we don't have any other lands in hand. And so we drew one there, luckily. Let's go ahead and get green. Doesn't really matter here, I guess. And even though it's no surprise here, I don't want to take 3, so I think we just play this tapped. Well, the good news is we have Professor Onyx coming down this next turn, so, I mean, that's a card. Flame Scroll Celebrant. Yikes. Yikes, 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 yikes. Shadow's Verdict 1 time. 1 time. That's eliminate. Alright. Opponent wasn't in as bad a spot as they think they were. People, y'all gotta stop scooping so early. Like, for me to be somebody who I'll actively tell you, like, hey, you should probably scoop sometimes, because some of y'all play the game too long. But some of y'all just give up way too quick. I'm going to put 1 over the C back here on the draw, just so that way we can kind of find that ramp spell, or that, that board wipe to get us back in the game here. So game 3 against Grizz. Let's get him. Let's go. This hand's kind of slow. But we can World Tree, Fable Passage. I don't think we can keep this, though. Meh, it's a hard one. But if we do have Cultivate and Gargaroth, which is really good. Yeah, this looks a lot better, though. I feel a lot better about this now. What do we want to get rid of here, though, is the question. I think Disruption. I think I just want to be able to just be removal on deck here. Alright, we'll decline that. It still sucks there's a little stop there because it kind of shows them like, hey, I've got one of these in hand. They don't need to know that. Flame Scroll Celebrant. Okay, Shadow's Verdict is a fantastic card, by the way. See what they do here. I don't have all 4 Eliminate here, so I'm using like the fancy new art for my main deck ones, and then the black ones for my sideboard. It is kind of a neat way just to keep in your head, like, okay, I found this one. I found this out of my sideboard. 2, was kind of hoping they'd pump there. Bone Daddy. Okay, well this actually isn't that bad at all. Galespeth's Nightmare here. Alternatively, I could just Bone Crusher. We'll do this though. Now if they have a land to Winota here, they get a trigger, which sucks. Okay, let's tap land. Okay, down to 13. Okay, let's see what they got. Ooh, just lands. Okay. Okay. So we ditch this. We definitely get a black source here. Got that double black for Verdict. And then here... Let's do them with blue source, I guess. Still going to hold up Eliminate. I guess with them not having anything in hand, I'm going to go ahead and just kill this now, just to have it out of the way. Now they're in top deck mode with just lands in hand, while we have this ultimate top end here that is nasty. Alright, opponent scoops it up. The top end of our deck, too strong. 1-0 here to start off. Let's play another. Game number 2 against Clumas. Merry Clumas to you. On the play this time. Ooh. I'm gonna keep this hand as long as we don't face in a really aggressive deck. If we face mono or red here, we're screwed. But otherwise, we can kind of just, we Epiphany. For Tell Epiphany on 2, we're cultivating, where you're Eureka Momenting, and then from there, we're just taking extra turns and ultimating. Okay, that is a Fireblade Charger. Not what we wanted to see. Well, for Tell here, definitely need to hit a land off the top. If we don't hit a land, we're just going to die anyways. Okay. Okay. Good land, good land. So here, we'll play another green source. Go ahead and cultivate. Go get double black here. Extinction Event or Shadow's Verdict, please. Onyx. Extinction Event would be the nuts. That's Gargoyle. Okay, that's not a bad draw either. Yargi. Yargi down. And especially if it's thing can live through the turn and we draw like a blue sources next turn and get to just Epiphany. That's pretty good. Okay, this smells like cleave to me. So, and we can actually live through a cleave on the Onyx. I'm actually just going to do this here. I think we're, maybe, I don't know. With us having the possibility of doing Orange Epiphany, I'm actually going to make a 3/3 here. I'm not too afraid of us dying here. Okay. So 7, 14, 15, 16. We go to 1. But we can gain some life here. These decks don't usually run shock, so we should be good there. So shoot us again. Yep. Alright, we can possibly just win the game with the land, though. Oh, that's so brutal. Nice. That's well played, opponent. Well played. So, I guess maybe making the 3/3 was a little bit greedy. Because I did give them exact lethal there, but man. They had to have exactly that. It is what it is. These disputes come out again. Professor Onyx just not good in this matchup. I could do Cling to Dust, but I don't know if I want to. Elspeth's Nightmare is like another one, which is like okay, but it does take Ember Cleaves off the, kill a creature and take an Ember Cleave is decent. I don't know if I should be cutting these onto the seas, but I kind of want all my other top ends here. Let's run this at them. So game number 2. Take the play here. This hand is Gasoline. We have removals for days. Apologies if you hear some beating in the background. I live above a high school, and band practice is back, which is great. Go band. But man, it's kind of annoying to have to hear bum 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 bum. All right. Well, excuse me, game. I feel like every time I record, I have like one moment where it's just like lost to MTG Arena. Because now I can't. Man. Let's go ahead and just kill that now. We'll eliminate. That's frustrating. That's really frustrating. Bone Daddy. Do we just play Pelucranos here, or do we actually use removal? I think it's Pelucranos. Let's go. See if this thing can hold down the fort. Torbran. Alright, well that's pretty rough. I will definitely trade here, though. Happily. 2-2, by the way. No extra damage for you. They're reading that card, but that ain't how it works, son. And now, this Elspeth's Nightmare taking care of the Torbran. Love to see it. Let's go ahead and swing in for 2, because we still got Heartless Act held up. We're actually in a great spot now. Roberto. Maybe don't care. We'll let them have it. We have this Elspeth's Nightmare, they can kill it. Oh, they don't even get a trigger here. Just kidding. Yeah, this is fine. Bone Daddy. Patience is rewarded here. Let's go ahead and Heartless Act that Bone Crusher Giant. We'll take 2. Bone Daddy down. Another land. Embercleave down. You love to see that. Now we'll play Elspeth's Nightmare number 2. Kill that Roberto. And then we'll put old Yorion in the hand. Pass turn. Also, if this Pelucranos doesn't die, we can just blink it and get its counters back, which is pretty sick. That's pretty good. Roiling Vortex. Watch this top deck in Embercleave now. Or Emergent Ultimatum. I have to cast it anyways. Jadzi, let's go. We might get to actually play this card. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we'll be 1 land away after this. Not too shabby. But I think that's fine. That Rolling Vortex is actually going to hurt them right now because we're about to take the lead in the life department. So let's go ahead and play Yorion. Bounce you, bounce you. Baby, come back. Hit the battlefield for free. There was something. The way Pelucranos got 6 counters on it when it came back in the battlefield. You guys know that song? It's a really good one. There's the Jadzi land. Okay. No cards in hand for opponent. Let's go ahead and play this land out. We could just fight the Annex. Let's see if they want to block first. Taking 10 this way. I don't want to fight because I want a Jadzi, so... Yeah, like if they want to block here, they get a 1-1. Sick. Okay, so they go to 9, they get a 1-1. It's Jadzi time. Does this have like a cool animation or anything? I've actually never got to cast this card before. Arena. We couldn't give this card any kind of entrance at all. Just a thud. Okay, Phoenix of Ash can threaten a little bit. Not much, though. Oh, good game. That's a good game. And they swing. Well, now they were just mega dead anyways, but I guess I just wanted to go out with a bang here. Unfortunately, I don't even get to Jadzi here. We're gonna fight anyway. Send a message. Take that, chump. -3. 3 for Death. Death and Heart. Game 3 coming your way. Let's go. On the draw, do we want to change anything, y'all? I don't really think so. Maybe we put the Omen of the Seas back in, just get a little bit more cheaper card draw. Again, I don't know. Maybe I'm not sure if that's right, but I just think 2 mana is better than 4 mana in this situation. It's really as simple as that. Opener here. Yikes, this is slow. Yikes, Jesus Christ, game, come on. I do have a Temple. I'm kind of afraid to go into 5. I may actually keep this. At least the one card we have is Lemonade. I'm going to ditch it. Yes, we got land 1 being a tap land anyway, so we'll just play the trial mount. We play the Temple, sorry, because I need to scrap. Okay, that's a good card. Don't need more lands. We need a ramp now. Ramp is what we need. Okay, well, Mono red having a mono red start. Hey! I wanted that Wolfillo Haven, you jet. Never mind. Never mind. Wolfillo Haven, by the way. I think we play that. This next turn, we can play a Triome. Actually, I guess that doesn't really matter either. A removal will just be, like, tier 1 here. Can they stop having it all here? And they take another Shadow's Verdict? Jesus Christ. Well, this goes to show you play versus draw, because, like, right now with their hand, if we get the Shadow's Verdict, they untap. Like, sure, maybe they just with the Faceless Haven, but if that's their whole turn, then we have Eliminate next turn. And they've not whiffed off of this the whole fucking time either. Okay. Okay, well. We do that. Okay, we take 3. Ooh, okay. We go to 7. Still in a rough spot here. So Shadow's Verdict comes in this time. They've only got 1 card in hand, so even if they top deck, like, I don't know, land, that's good for us. Kidding me? Mono red, everyone. Top deck in the land, like, they had to draw a land and a creature there, and they had that combination. And we draw a Fatal Passage, so you hate it. 1-1. Let's see if we can finish off here at the 2-1 record. Let's go. Alright, the last game of the day is against David. Nothing fancy here, y'all. We're just playing against David. On the draw again. Opener in the dark here. I think we can keep this. Alright, snow-covered mountains. This is mono red again. I mean, this is actually a really good hand against mono red. Oh. Ew, this is some dragon type stuff that we're going to be probably having a bad time. We got our Heartless Act held up. This matchup isn't unwinnable for us, but if it's against, like, Dragons, it's rough. Yep, you got it. Well, hopefully they just play out Bone Crusher this next turn. And they should. Like, they should know, like, our deck doesn't really have any big 3-drops we play other than Cultivate. Okay. Heartless Act, by the way. Oh, boy. Well. Another land. Let's just bring Yorion back to hand. Sometimes you want to hold up that bluff, but when you have Binding the Old Gods in hand, because we can go Binding this next turn if they play a creature. Like, especially if they play, like, a Galazeth Prismari. Oh, that's a pretty good draw. That's a pretty good draw. Let's go to Wolf Willow here on our Swamp. If they want to counter this, it doesn't really hurt us either. Okay. What you got, opponent? I was really hoping they didn't have that. And the fact they didn't foretell it means that they probably... I don't know why they wouldn't have foretold it then. I don't know. Is it Goldspan time? I don't want it to be Goldspan time, but I understand that looking at my watch, it might be Goldspan time. Okay, that's a foretell. Oh, it could be an Orange Epiphany. Okay, you're a little late to the party, Eureka moment. You know that? Did you know that, you rascal? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana available. I guess we just try to poop out these Gargaroths, don't we? Maybe I'm just holding up Eureka moment here. Yeah, like now I think that's a counter spell they have for Told there. I think we try to instep bait them with Eureka moment. And if they don't counter it, we're still drawing 2. Man, why couldn't we have any kind of counter spell here? Actually, I should have done this in response, so that way if we drew a Mystical Dispute, we could have played the land down and then disputed. Never punished. We'll go ahead and throw down World Tree. That was a little bit loose on my end. Definitely should have done that in response. It didn't matter here, but it's one of those things that can lose you a game. Eliminate. You're not Heartless Act, my friend. Doesn't really matter which land we play here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I try to binding here first. See if they want to counter it. We just have so many other strong cards in hand that I don't think it matters too much. They saw it coming, y'all. Ooh, and they still got a Foretold card too. That's a little scary. That's a power move. I like it. But that's smart what they did there. You always want to, if you have the mana to spend the more expensive one, do so. Alright. We're going to go to at least 8 here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3. So even if they counted this one, we have another Gargaroth. Now, if they have 2 counter spells here, we just die. But oh, this is awkward. We gotta pay it though, right? Please, 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 sir. Now they have the saw it coming. Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and put Valky down just to get a look at their hand. Maybe I should have done this before. Well, the good news is we still have a Gargaroth left. Okay, they got Frostbite. Ooh, I don't think we're going to win this one, but we'll see. We do have Eliminate for the Shark Typhoon token, but we need to get Gargaroth down. Unless they top deck a land here, they don't have a counter spell, so that's good. Okay. Go to 4. Daddy just wants to stabilize. Okay, Heartless Act is a draw. I think I'm still playing this first just so I can pay around things, but maybe I want to just try to Heartless Act first. Because we still have the Eliminates as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, I could try to Yorion and Gargaroth and do something like that. Here, I give them a treasure. They can make a bigger token. Alright, they cycling. They cycling heavy. Leaving that 2 mana up for a negate. Let's go ahead. I still have mana for Gargaroth, so I think I actually... Let's wait and see what they do here first. Just curious to see how they spend their mana here with that treasure token. And if this gets counted in the first place. Behold, okay. Alright, I think we're actually going to stabilize pretty decently here now. Because now we can eliminate with the shields down. We can play Gargaroth, and then we just have big threats here. So, Gargi, get him down. Eliminate. Kill him, this clown. Valky, swinging for 2. Maybe we just hold back here, though, just in case they have a hasty threat. But they don't play any hasty threats that I know of. Alright, take us home, Garg. Take us home, Gargy boy. Now, Gargaroth does die if they have 2 Frostbites. That make me pretty sad. I don't want to be sad. I just want to be happy. Okay, land. We like to see that. Ooh, nothing. Oh, opponent you shouldn't have. Try to go attacks here first. They could have a Brazen Borrower and try to petty theft us here. Wouldn't surprise me. Okay. We're gaining life. Don't want to gain life. I'd much rather draw a card, but at 4 life when they have 4 flyers, the haste, just can't risk it for that biscuit. Curious to see what they have here now, because they let us draw, which makes me think they surely don't have a way to kill Gargaroth. Maybe they have a big Shark Typhoon token. XX 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, they don't have a big enough Shark Typhoon token. Let's go. They could do it for 4 and then Frostbite. So that's what they're doing here. Well played, friend. Well played. Ooh, you can just kill my Valky. You can do that. Well, thank you for the life, Gargaroth. It is much appreciated. Yep. Calling it down to 11. I think I gotta play the bird here. Luckily, I can, flash my Valky here. I wanted the Seagate Restoration, but we don't want to be dead to a gold span off the top, so we just gotta play this smart. We use the rest of our mana here. We got plenty of mana now. We'll make it 2-2. Valky coming down. We got 8 power on board. Oh, okay. I want to take Galazeth because Galazeth is, just a sick card. But Bone Crusher means I can't stomp, which is nice. So here they're left the tap land, a Galazeth, and then 1 card. Okay. Okay. Jawari Disruption, just a tad late. Let's draw some cards, baby. Let's draw 2. 2. So I got a whole Yorion back here. So we're just going to turn this into a Bone Crusher. I think I attack in here. If they want to trade these two, I'm actually really cool with that. They'll get a Stomp back and they can Stomp our 2-2, but that's not super concerning. They could also Stomp face, but that doesn't seem to do much here. Okay. They did it anyways. Bone Crusher into what? Not the bad top deck, my friend. These cards right now are just taunting me. Taunting me. Alright, well, no good top deck one time, please. Please. Please no. No dragon. That's not a terrible top deck. I guess we Omen here first. Okay, that's not an Emergent Ultimatum. We will keep that Heartless Act, though. A little bit of insurance against a Goldspan Dragon is nice. Odd here, so we don't target it. Save our instant speed reaction here for a Goldspan Dragon. Land, okay. In a turn, we'll go ahead and crack this. Okay, now we're getting to some cards. Now, Onyx is kind of spooky here because our life total is kind of low. But we have these. It also has Mage Crash, so we can gain that life back. So let's play Professor Onyx here. Finally get to play this card for the first time. Let's look at the top 3 cards. That's pretty nice. Lucernos. Okay. Yeah. Going to play this out as a land. I want to play Lucernos here, but we got to hold up the Heartless Act. We're dead to double Stomp. I think that's all. Okay. Wolf Willow Haven. Do we want to go to 3? I think we do. Don't know of any spell that can burn us out from 3 here. Okay, Cultivate lets us gain some life and thin the deck out a little bit. I'm not even sure if we have basic lands left in this thing, but gain 2 life, you lose 2 life. Now we start just, this is where the Professor Onyx really does its work. We literally have a swamp or an island left. Nice. Nice. Let's play Poly K. Also nice because it can just fight instant speed. Do this. Still holding up 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. See what you got, opponent. Brazy B. It's a little annoying, but luckily we do have the removal for it. So they get that down. So we got a Heartless Act that. They'll go to 7, we'll go to 7. I could wait, but I don't want them to draw a counterspell. Even if they draw Goldspan Dragon here, we're not dead, and we just play Pelucranos and fight it, or we minus on Professor Onyx. So I think we're good now. Yeah, boy. Whew. Grindy game. Those ones are rough. So sideboard wise here, what do we want? We want some tomes. I think we want some duress, maybe? Let's see. What else do we want? Chest of Talents might be cool here, too. Counter their Saw It Coming, or their Behold the Multiverse, and say you can't cast this again. Unless it's foretold. Like, my god, they've got Saw It Coming, they got that whatever the hell that other spell was. They got a little bit of everything here. So Shadow's Verdicts are just useless here. It's not useless, but it's not good in this situation. So we'll take those out. What else do we want? Do you think we want duress here? I'm going to cut the Jadzi, just a little bit slow, and it's a blue card that gets Mystical Disputed, so I don't think 8-mana Mystical Dispute card is where we want to be at here. We play enough of those already, with 7 mana. I don't even know if Chariot's good here, to be honest, but I guess we'll leave it in for now. Predation's like super awkward, but it does hit some things. Maybe Pelucranos is good, but then it's a big body that's hard to remove for red. Sideboarding's hard, y'all. And I'm not going to do the Test of Talents yet. Maybe I'm supposed to there. For now, let's just run this at him and see how it goes. We still want to have that good mix of like counter spells and non-counter spells. And I feel like, alright, this hand, pretty sweet. We keep these around here. So we have the turn 2 Wolfwillow Haven, turn 3 Eureka Moment at instant speed. This kind of plays well against all the counter magic, so I think we keep these. Snarling. One thing I think opponents should probably remember, and just people in general, is if you don't need to show off your island, like, don't. Like, we're 1 mana. Like, what are you going to do for 1 mana to counter any of my stuff here? Like, yeah, I'll let you hold up Frostbite and Mystical Dispute on a blue card, but, like, we don't have any 1 mana wins in that, so use your noggin. Crackalack that Fabled Passage. Let's get a blue. They could have a counterspell here, but I think we still go for this anyways. Get that Haven on. They could also have a Brazen Bar and Petty Theft. Okay, that resolves. Assuming an Omen of the Sea is coming. Nothing. Okay. We take that around here, that's for sure. Yeah. Turn 4. We could just slam a Seeker's Chariot and be the beatdown deck, but I think with us having Eureka Moment, we're supposed to just pass the turn. Shark Typhoon for 1. You got it, friend. I'm still going to do the Eureka Moment on their end step, because if it counters, I would like to resolve this Chariot. 4 mana, no counter spells yet. Another reason why Test of Talents I don't think is a super big inclusion here, because they have things like the Goldspan Dragons, they cycle Shark Typhoon, like there's so many of their threats that Test of Talents just doesn't hit. Galazeth. Opponent not playing around counterspells at all. Unfortunately, we don't have it. Let's, I was going to say, there's a world where we can hit exactly Blue Source and Mystical Dispute there. We learned a lesson from last time. No such luck here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we keep that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we could just slam Vorinclex here. Doesn't seem too bad. Could also do Chariot and then hold up Eliminate and Omen of the Sea, which is also kind of nice. How do we want to do this? I think we do Chariot. Maybe that's not the right play. But we still got this Omen of the Sea or Eliminate we can play. Yikes. Yeah, and like right here, it doesn't really matter. Okay. Let's Omen. So we want 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Could just take the pathway and just kind of shove this or Emergent Ultimatum in their face and say, hey, have a counter for it. But I'm pretty sure they have a counter for it. So awkward because Odd only kills Goldspan Dragon, even just leaves Goldspan Dragon on the field. We'll go ahead and do this first. Try to bait something out of him here so we can get this Emergent Ultimatum down. Hey, I'm swinging 4. You should kill my Asika's Chariot. It's really good. Look, I'm copying my kitty cats. Pawn didn't fall for it. You can cycle for 3. Chump block. Okay. Do we just force this now? Like, we're pretty dead otherwise. Yeah, we just forced this. How you gonna counter me, daddy? Ashiok's Erasure. That is a card. It's funny because it's not super... We play Binding of the Old God, so I don't know why you'd bring that in here. I mean, I get it. Oh my god. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's lethal. Let's go. Alright, opponent, you just go stare at your keyboard until I hit and go. We're going to just see here. Alright, game 3. Let's win this thing. Eliminates really didn't do anything there. Those look freaking terrible. Maybe we do want Test of Talents here. I'm actually going to put that in this game. I still don't know if I want a third Duress. I think we just put the Test of Talents in here. The Elspeth's Nightmare is kind of bad too. I'm going to put that Cultivate back here on the draw. Really try to ramp and be aggressive. Game number 3 against David for all the marbles. Sultaimatum on the play here. Let's get him. Let's show him how it's done. Yeah, we'll keep this. We definitely need a blue source at some point, but we have to turn 2 Haven. We have a Temple to Scry. If we can just like Scry and find us a blue source on top, we'll be feeling nice. Okay. That's a temple, or that's an island. We will go ahead and play that island and go ahead and Wolf Willow Haven on it. And usually when I have a choice like that between like temple and island, I don't think it really matters, but just in case they have something like a Field of Ruin or something that destroys a non-basic land, I mean, I guess I could come up there. So here we're actually in a decent spot too. We can foretell Alrund's Epiphany, and then we're holding up Omen of the Sea. So we're like doing exactly what this deck wants to do right now. We're ramping while still holding up interaction and card draws. That's like the trifecta. Hit a turn, we'll Omen of the Sea. Counter it. You know you want to counter it. They didn't counter it. Ooh. We just want both of these. I think we want both of these. So we'll take the Duress now. So let's go ahead. Again, this is going to be so good. Let's start off with a little Duress action. Would love if they try to saw it coming here. As long as they don't have Missile Dispute back up, I guess. Like, just play 3 mana. Aw, come on. Okay, their hand's not great. Ashiok's Erasure we can play around. Shark Typhoon's just so good. I think it's got to be Shark Typhoon. Yeah. And now we're just passing the turn. I could put Yorion in the hand, but I really want to hold up. I think not giving them any more card draw is actually pretty fantastic considering their hand. So I think we just test the talents here. Because I'm sure they're playing a 4-0, so we can see what else they boarded in against as well. I think for the information of what they also boarded in, we take this. So none in the hand, obviously. 1, 2, 3. So they got some solid coming, some negates, erasures, stroke, negate, saw it coming, disputes, saw it coming, disputes. They got a lot of counter magic. Well, this card was cool though, getting to see all this and counter a spell like this. Okay, we take that. Hopefully that makes their game plan a little bit more awkward as they go along here, just not getting able to do... Okay, not a land that we wanted for Christmas. Let's do this again. If they want to erasure this, it's fine. Like, I don't give two shits about that. Okay. Happy to see that happen. Sure thing, chicken wing. Now I think we go ahead and do this. If they've drawn like a Goldspan Dragon, one of these two cards, congratulations. We can't continue to play around it, and the odds of them having a counterspell for Yorion would be low. So let's see if they have the dragon here. Doesn't look like it. Cultivate's a good draw here. Again, you know, if it's one of those spells where if you have counter magic, like you don't really want to counter this. Blue, blue, green, green, black. So we need one black, and I guess a green. Now do blue. I guess it doesn't really matter. Black, green, green. Yeah, that's actually fine. Oh, we still got Heartless Axe held up, and we have this Yorion. Do I care about Brazen Bar enough to kill it? They like a stomp as well. Okay. Man, like if they just play out. I mean, we can't counter this, obviously. I'm wondering if we kill Brazen Bar right now or just let it be. But I kind of want them to play out this Bone Crusher Giant. Okay, blue source. Sure thing. Let's just kill this now. Counter it. Counter it, you coward. Counter it, you silly rascals. Save my life total here, because if this Yorion gets resolved, it can just block this Bone Crusher anyways. It's land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we got plenty of lands. Now the question is, do we just run out Yorion or Epiphany here? This plays around Missile Dispute, so I'm going to do this. Let it resolve. They saw it coming, y'all. They saw it coming. I guess in response, we should just kill this Bone Crusher now. We'll wait till they go to attacks, just in case they've drawn into a Goldspan Dragon. But also, I do want to resolve this Epiphany. Okay, they're just playing out lands now. That's good for us. Let's Heartless Act. 2 damage. You got it. And it doesn't seem like they have a counter there, so... Ooh, Tome's not bad either. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey, we like that. We like that around here. I'm going to play this first, just in case that was a negate that they have. Okay, they got nothing. They got nothing. Extra turn with a Tome. Nice. I'm going to scry just once here. Disruption, come on. Let's draw a card. Let's play a land. Cycle. It's hard. It's not a very good card. I'm going to attack with 1 here. We're going to hold one of these birds back just in case they have the hasty dragon. We'll go ahead, Wolf Willow Haven here, and pass the turn. Holding up, busting Omen to scry 2. Ooh, nothing for him. Okay. This has been a grind, but I think we're going to get there. Don't want it. Quit giving me Wolf Havens now. Give me Emergent Ultimatum. That's a good card, though. We will Omen. Yeah. We will Epiphany if we can. Let's swing. We'll swing 2. No fear in this dojo. I had an Epiphany. I take an extra turn. I'd rather draw cards here, so let's just do that. Okay. We'll go ahead and crack this. We've not really done any scrying in this game, so we'll thin this deck out a little bit. Get a mountain. It's actually not bad either. Draw another card. We're just... I mean, this is the beauty of this deck, is you just get to go off so fast like this sometimes. Subscribing and vibing, baby. Subscribing and vibing. Let's go. I didn't know I had this set up on my record. My bad. Spoiler alert for anybody who's made it this far in the video. I might be streaming on YouTube some, so I've been setting that up on my stream elements, and I forgot to turn that off for this, so my bad. But thanks for the subscription, my friend. Opponent down to 14. We're at 16. We have this very important Jawari Destruction held up. Blow this up. Game, come on. We play 4 Emergent Ultimatum, I think. Well, I've not cast one this whole video. I've been playing for like an hour. Come on. Jesus. Jesus. Let's go ahead. Draw a card. That's a good card. And they have some kind of stop now. I'm really hoping it's like a Shark Typhoon and they just cycle it real big. Brazen Borrower. Okay. Alright, let's see that one card in their hands a counterspell. Or is it the I quit button? Oh, it's the I quit button. I like that button. Good games there, man. 2-1. We'll take that. Let's take a look at the deck list one more time. Let's go. Alright, 2-1 here with this deck overall. Not too shabby. That last one was a grinder. It always feels good running decks that run so much counter magic. It shows you that even though this is a very top heavy deck, it can fight through counter magic if you play it well. Obviously the big weakness of the deck is the same as it was before. Mono red and aggressive really strategies like that are just so hard to combat and battle there. Not impossible, but definitely you're on the back foot there for sure. But overall, the deck felt just like I remember. This is a good, strong deck that can beat almost anything, and it has some of the most powerful things you can do in the format. Hope y'all enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe. We're getting close to 3.4 thousand, so we're getting there, baby. Let's go! Thanks for the support. Appreciate it, y'all. Let's go.